Back to Mike Johnson.
So Mike Johnson turned in his financial disclosure, and now everyone, of course, is digging into everything that he's ever done, dating all the way back to 2016. He
didn't become
has never reported having a savings or checking account in his name, his spouse's name, or his kid's name. His latest filing, which covers 2022, he also doesn't list a single asset. He makes more than $200,000 a year in addition to his wife's salary. But their experts are saying it's unlikely that he doesn't have bank accounts or assets. It's that there is a valuation threshold, and he must not meet that threshold, which means he lives paycheck to paycheck.
Is he a church himself? Is he a religion himself?
There you go.
Exempt?
Do you know he's only been in Congress since 2017? How do we have the Speaker of the fucking House?
Wow, no,
like 6 years into the, he doesn't. You don't even know where the bathrooms are. All of them.
Yeah.
You don't even know. And he's already been through one insurrection that he helped plan. How the fuck did they elect this guy Speaker? That's crazy.
His household income puts him in the top 12% of earners in the U.S. So it would be extraordinarily rare for a member of Congress at that income level to not have a qualifying bank account. The threshold is $1,000.
Something's wrong. Something's weird because he was an attorney before this, and he had enough money to run for Congress. That means you have a lot of money
and no assets.
And
his wife had a salary from 2 different employers. So he says no bank account, no form of savings, no retirement, and no assets.
I don't want this guy third in line for presidency.
Seriously.
Okay, let's say that's true. Do you want that? That's like having my son at 15 running shit. You don't have a bank account, bro? You can't be Speaker of the House.
The people are saying Daily Beast has kind of dug into this, Vanity Fair as well. They're saying that this obviously raises questions about his personal financial well-being.
Is he hiding money in like
debt? Or
it sounds like he's
Monaco or
hiding
something?
money. He was an attorney before this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so
This
he
is
had
new.
to.
This
You
just
have to
came
make.
out
You have
today.
to make money. So okay, so people, let me ask you something. The children have bank accounts. You're telling me that a guy who's now third in the line is Biden VP, him. You're telling me that guy has no bank accounts and no assets. That's a drug dealer. That's a cartel member.
Yeah, everything's in cash.
I'm sorry, what? Cash or everything's in someone else's name?
and prayers?
Why would you do that? Why? That doesn't make any sense.
And this is the party of the
And you have
fiscally
to
conservative.
report anything in your wife's name or your kid's name.
How is this legal?
So we're okay. So let's go the other way then. Let's say this is 100% legit, and you need to have $1,000 in a savings or checking account to have to report it. If he doesn't, that means he is so shitty with money that he can't handle anything, and he's still the House of Representatives, which is budgeting. We're going to put that guy who's got no assets and no bank account in charge of passing budgeting bills.
So now we really can't track who's giving him donations.
Right.
And
right. How did he get elected if he had less than $1,000? How did he get elected? Man, I got to tell you, what is it about this group of Republicans, this chapter in history, this little season we have had since it kind of goes back to Newt Gingrich. What the fuck happened? There used to be, Eisenhower was a responsible Republican, even Reagan to a point, but Reagan started all this flipping. When did we get that? It's just psychos. I think it comes back down to 2016, 2012? 2012 was Citizens United. The second everybody realized it was a grift, that all you had to do was get in and drug companies, gas companies. Do you know how much money look how much he gets from gas and oil. Look at how much money this dude gets from gas and oil. It's crazy.
You're right.
Once it
became
became money, the con men were like, I'm going to run for Congress.
Yep.
George Santos, perfect example. Boebert. Boebert didn't even have GED. Green, only reason she ran is because nobody was running against her in that district.
Yeah.
She moved to that district to run. Then you got Gates, who's just a pillow-fisted daddy's boy. And then you got, when did Congress become a grift? I guess it always has been. I guess if you go back in history, just listen to Racial Matter long enough, you realize, Congress has always been a shit show. But Jesus,
Yeah.
Most of his major donors come from oil and gas, according
Keeps
to
denying climate
Open
change, by the way.
Secrets. He is a climate change denier. Gas and oil has donated over $330,000 since he first ran.
since he ran. So what about before he ran? Can we look up who his donors were? Because if you have no money in the bank, first of all,
that would be
which also
from
means
the time he first ran.
Which also means if you have no money in the bank and you're a lawyer, that means you're a shitty lawyer too. Like, how is it possible he has no assets and no record of making money? Here's what would happen. If I had no record of making money, if I told our government, no, I don't make money, I would be arrested.
You'd be audited.
I'd be audited instantly and arrested. Yeah, arrested. That's crazy.